From Conga to Rhythm Is Gonna Get You, Gloria Estefan has been getting people on their feet for decades. And to celebrate a hugely successful 50 years in the business and a brand new album, she sat down for a very special interview with Jane and Miley.
Welcome. Well, let's go straight in with the album. We've got it here. And excuse my appalling Spanish, I'm going to attempt it. Raícies.
That's perfect.
And that
beautifully
means?
done. Roots.
Roots.
And in that picture, I love vinyls because you can see the detail.
Oh, I love it.
I recreated the picture of me on my mom's lap that's on that table.
Oh, yes.
And in the picture of her picture is my grandmother and great-grandmother. So you have 4 generations of loose women in it.
Well, obviously, family means a great deal to you. So before we get into that, I just want to have a little look. We have a clip from the single, Raícies. Oh, fabulous. And there they all are, your family.
That line says, to see a baby take his first steps is with his eyes filled with illusion. And there it was side by side my son and my daughter's first steps and then my grandson's. So it's all about family, it's all about roots, culture, that song particularly, the title track. But the album itself is kind of a love story. Our love story, Emilio's and mine, we've been married 47 years, together 49, and working together 50. It's my 50th year. And we wanted to celebrate that and remind people of the things that really matter and to celebrate my language, my heart language.
If you look back to when you first started out and you're talking about singing in Spanish, it wasn't something that necessarily people thought was going to work to cross over, and yet you've become the biggest crossover Latina artist of all time.
Oh, my gosh.
What does that feel like to represent your culture, your language, your community?
It feels great. I mean, Emilio and I were very clear, and our first couple of albums were half in English and half in Spanish. That was a little too soon in 1976, but...
You said it was too soon?
Too soon for the market, like, to accept a different language. So we had a very big hit with a Spanish song, and when Disco's CBS, which is Sony now, signed us, they wanted us to do the bulk of the albums in Spanish, and we said, okay, but we want to keep the contractual right to do English one day, which we did on our 7th album, and we snuck on a song called Dr. Beat, which we saw there.
Well, Dr. Beats had a huge resurgence because it's actually become a trend on TikTok.
That's amazing.
So, and then it's tapped into the Filipino community, which is where I'm from, and they've taken that song and it's just grown again. So
things come back.
You're hitting a new generation once again with Dr. Beat. What does that feel like?
It feels amazing. And Milo also had done a remix. I think he called it Drop the Pressure years ago. It keeps coming back. You know, it's beautiful. Music really does build bridges. You don't have to understand it. It either speaks to your soul or makes you move. You know, the first communication as humans were drums, so the rhythm will definitely get you, absolutely.
Well, you've sold 100 million records worldwide, and you mentioned there the early days when you first signed with Miami Sound Machine. But is it right that somebody tried to drop you as the singer?
Oh, yes.
Outrageous.
Yes, we did. And they told Emilio, they suggested that Emilio be the lead singer, because at the time, honestly, there were not a lot of female singers at all. In Miami, there were none in any bands. But then when we went to, they said, you've got to get rid of the percussion, get rid of the horns, and you should be the singer. And he goes, I'm not a singer. And then he told them 2 words and they were not happy birthday. And he walked out the door.
And he had your back, you have his back.
Absolutely, always.
You mentioned 47 years married.
Yes.
But you work together as well.
We do.
Do you ever argue? Or do you just get on so brilliantly?
You know what? We do get on brilliantly. We're very different. But we're on the same page.
How are you different?
Okay, he's like a whirlwind, like the Tasmanian devil. So he does a million things at once. I like to focus and on one thing at a time and really do every detail. He hates the financial and the insurance meetings. I love that part. He's incredibly creative, and he actually stopped performing in the band so he could be out front to have my back once again, make sure the lighting was good, the music, be there for our son. And it's a balance. So if we were like him, we'd be dead of heart attacks. If we were like me, we'd be sitting at home playing guitar on the couch.
Because I actually got to see you guys in action because you were here a few years ago for Get On Your Feet, the musical. I was very, very pregnant at the time, but I managed to have a photo with you. And what struck me was, again, that you were bringing your music from your culture to the stage, to every format. You're touching every single genre.
Well, you know what? Human beings are very open to music. Music builds bridges. And I remember we were at the peak of our career. And by the way, in that video of Turn the Beat Around, I was very pregnant. I had a body double.
Did
and
you?
Yes, and the close-ups on my face, if you notice, they're all like here. That one, we were on the top of a building. See how close that is? And I was using an old-time mic, and my daughter from my belly kicked it out of my hand. Because when I recorded the song, she would literally turn around and around in my belly. She loved that song. I should have known she was going to be a fabulous
Now, that's
drummer.
Emily.
Yes, Emily.
Now, you conceived her very shortly after being told you would never have any more children because the bus crash.
It was not shortly after. It took me a year to get back on stage at the American Music Awards. I didn't even think that would happen, but I worked so hard.
Because you were told at one point...
They told me, the doctor told me, look, there was a lot of damage from the accident in there. And then when I did a 2-year tour, so when I came back and tried to get pregnant, it wasn't happening. And they won't check you unless you've been trying for a year. So then they went in with a camera and they realized that a lot of the organs had moved. They tried to fix what they could. And I did 3 rounds of fertility, not IVF, but just the shots. And I said, I have a son. They said 3 was the max, and I did. And first 2 times it was a no, and the 3rd time, I forgot that I had the appointment that day. And I went, and the doctor went like this.
Amazing.
And I had twins in there. It was the HCG levels were high, but then at about a month and a half, I thought I'd lost the baby. And I went in to check. I tell Emily she ate her twin, and that's why she's so talented. She said, there's no room for anybody here. I am the only princess.
2 lots of me.
Exactly, and she's just a musical juggernaut.
And she's a singer, too.
She sings, she's a drummer. She went to Berklee College of Music. My son loves film, and he owns a drive-in in Miami, and he went to film school in LA. He gave me my beautiful grandson, him and his lovely wife, Lara. But Emily is, I put her, and not because I'm her mom, but I put her in the ranks of Stevie Wonder and Prince. They're just like cutting edge. She plays everything.
And family really is key for you, isn't
Absolutely.
it? Because is it your grandson, is Sasha?
Sasha,
Sasha, he's in the video.
We are super tight.
Because you're abuela, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Tutu, he calls me.
He calls you Tutu?
Yes, because one of my fans said, Tutu in Hawaiian is grandma. And they sent me a book and everything, and I started drilling that from the day he was born, and it was his first word. And we really enjoy each other's company. We have the same sense of humor. We love escape rooms. Nobody else will join us.
You're like the coolest Tutu ever.
Yes, him and I go in there alone when you're supposed to have 8 people, and we get out thanks to him. But we just enjoy each other a lot.
Do you think you 2 will ever retire?
You know what the word...
I'm sensing not.
People thought years ago I said that I was never going to do another world tour.
Because it's exhausting,
Exactly,
right?
which so that my fans would know that was their last opportunity. Well, people got confused and thought I was retiring. I think you just do different things. As long as when you do something creative, there's no reason to stop. And I actually find that I've had more creativity in my 60s because I have the time and the kids are cooked. We feel different.
Launched.
Yes, we there's the wisdom that comes with time. You don't care about anything anymore.
Is that something you've got now, liberation?
Absolutely, yeah.
One last question. Do you have a favourite track of all of your back catalogue?
That's so hard.
It is.
But if I had to pick one thing, I think it was the first song that Emilio and I wrote together. It's called On the Mi Tierra album from '93. And it's about love, and it's the hook is, with the years that I have left to live, I'm gonna show you how much I love you. And it's become a huge wedding song everywhere.
Amazing.
And it was the first thing we wrote together. So.
Well, Gloria, it's been an absolute privilege to sit here with you. I'm a
so
huge
much
fan.
for me as well. Thank you.
And you have your own Gloria mug.
I see that. Look at
You are now one of the
They
team.
gave me my own name.
You've got to come back, that means.
I will.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gloria.
Thank you for having me.
My goodness. Like an absolute legend.
She was so unstarry and so normal, and I absolutely loved it because I am genuinely a huge fan.
And me.
I mean, she's had so many hits, and she was just the loveliest person. Yeah, really good.
My gosh, you're
I'm so jealous.
I was just about to say.
I'm really
I could sense
jealous.
it. Wonderful. Gloria Estefan, fantastic stuff.